Hey everyone, welcome back to another match of World of Tanks, and today we are watching the T110E5 fight in this battle. The T110E5 is probably one of those vehicles that most people forget about and don't really think too much about because it's really nothing that special anymore. It's had its days, it's been buffed and nerfed repeatedly throughout the years. It's had that hatch on top strengthened beyond belief and then weakened beyond belief, and they can't seem to find the right exact balance for that thing. It's tough to balance a top-tier tank with a big hatch on top, I think. But here we go. Here is a player that looks like their name is a date that equates to them being 22 years old. I'm guessing it's a birthday. And they are going straight into the dip in the middle here. I like it. They're already being aggressive. They're already showing us they mean business. They haven't had any luck doing any damage yet, but don't you worry. That's going to change. If I'm showing you a replay of it, don't worry. They're not sitting in the back doing no damage all match. They are here to do some stuff. So starting out here, pushing up the hill, trying to put the pressure on these medium tanks that were here before. Looks like they've more or less retreated, gotten out of there. They're like, hey, I don't want to fight this T110E5 head on. Probably haul down. That is not my fight. So now, Mr. 22 here is trying to figure out what he's going to shoot at next, and he keeps getting spotted through this match when he's poking here. I can't figure out, I never did decide really properly where they are shooting at, or getting spotted from, rather. It's questionable. There's a few places it could be, but as you'll see later on in the match, those places get whittled down a little bit. And while I was talking here, Mr. 22 has managed to already do some damage, first putting shots into the Waffenträger E100 that used to be a much scarier vehicle, and now picking on the Super Conqueror. Super Conqueror is just going to sit there and give him his side for some reason. That doesn't seem like the smartest thing, and he's being shot at by other allies as well over in the town area. So the pressure is really on that Super Conqueror, but don't worry, that's not the last of him we're going to see in this battle. Now you can see that the rest of 22's allies have pushed up and have checked out those bushes, but he is still being spotted, maybe by that Char Future 4, but does the Char have a line of sight at any point there? I didn't quite see, so maybe there's something else hidden around here. But I think it's time that Mr. 22 here is going to move up and maybe do some proper work, rather than sitting behind the rock. God, go, go, go! Now he's too worried about that Waffenträger back there, which is understandable. That thing will do a lot of damage. It does have a large magazine, so I would be a little bit concerned about it as well. But now it's been spotted on the map. You can see it's no longer there. And now I think that Mr. 22, that's not even his name, we're just going with it, has decided, you know what, I'm going to push up to there now. But wait a second, what's going on behind me? This flank is in trouble. I'm going to put some shots in over there. That one I'm surprised to actually hit on the T95 FV4201. And what else can he hit? Not quite. That 60 TP didn't reload quick enough. Or maybe, possibly, who are we going to pick? We're going to pick the T95. T95 trades shots with Mr. 22 here, but the T95's shots did not connect very nicely at all and did no damage. Same with the 60 TPs, which is a very good thing because that 750 damage gun would have taken a very large chunk of his hit points, as he almost gets a kill on that E75, so close. And then there's a Skoda T50 over here that's thinking about pushing around as well. Looks like the enemy team is getting a little bit aggressive, maybe desperate on one flank, but aggressive on others. It all goes hand in hand. But right now, looking at the standings, it looks like the enemy team has almost 2,000 hit points up on Mr. 22's team, and is up several vehicles as well. So this is not looking too good at all. Now, can we get a shot on the STB-1? Looks like it. Aim it fully. Don't waste a shot. There we go. The STB is now a one-shot kill. And this AE Phase 1 is like, hey, you're picking on my teammates. I'm going to come pick on you. Let me hide behind this vehicle that by no means lets anybody shoot under it. Such as that. And I will show you, Mr. T110E5, who's boss, possibly. Well, there we go. Right off the bat, getting shot in the side by the AMX-50B at long range. And the AE Phase 1 shooting in the front right away as well. Meaning that, well, now Mr. 22 has had to use his first aid kit, and this AE is still, once again, trading shots fairly well with our T110E5 friend here. But now this AE is a one-shot kill, and the AE Phase 1 actually bounces his last shot right before he dies there. Now is this AMX-50B going to be a victim? Yes, AMX-50B is dead. That's 2 kills for Mr. 22, and he wants to get out of there, seeing that there's a Super Conqueror behind him that still has quite a bit of hit points and should be able to beat him fairly easily. But that's not the case. He can't leave. I guess he's facing this fight straight on, and they are both 2-shot kills for each other now. It looks like, based on that high roll right there, Mr. 22 might be able to get this kill here, and there we go. Managed to roll high twice with that 400 Alpha gun, and just as he finishes up the Super Conqueror, that STB-1 has actually made himself seen again. And just like that, faster than I can even talk about it, 4 kills added to the tally. That was actually a pretty impressive 1v... I was going to call it a 1v4, but it's more like a 1v1 4 times right there, because they all seem to come at him one at a time. If any of them had been there to help the previous fighter a little bit sooner, this battle could have been a lot different. But hey, here is a 263. Now this object 263 has very good armor, but it's not very effective when you're shooting down on it. So what's going to happen here? Well, is a 263 going to wake up? Is he going to fire at the T110E5 here? Or is he waiting for the proper shot? Or is he just simply not there? You're just going to sit still and let yourself get torn apart? Maybe you're relying on the armor a little bit too much. It is heat rounds that Mr. 22 is firing down upon him. Well, that's a lot of damage pretty easily obtained there, right? Well, unfortunately, there's no way that any of the rest of the damage in this match is going to be as easy to obtain, right? Because now he's at 5 kills, and what are the chances that he can pick up 6th and get that top gun? Wait a second. Hello? Object 705, are you there? The T95 is still there somewhere, as you can see by the shell pinging off of Mr. 22 here. Alright, 705, I guess he's AFK or lost connection or something like that. That was a nice treat for Mr. 22, but he still has to fight a T95 that is going to take multiple shots to kill, and Mr. 22 here has almost no hit points remaining whatsoever. One penetrating shot on him is going to be certain death, and Mr. 22 here needs to hurry up and get to his cap circle to defend, because that T95 has almost completely captured the base now. 20 seconds left. Should be enough time as long as Mr. 22 here can get up on this ridge, up this little hill, and spot that T95. Maybe the T95's found a little bush back there that might be just enough. Let's see. He is not, and he switched to high explosive very intelligently. That was very smart. He managed to do that, just not to do damage, but just to do enough to reset that cap. He only had to do 1 hit point of damage, or damage a track, or something like that. He didn't have to actually do a notable amount. His goal there wasn't to kill the T95, it was just to reset the cap, give him some time to figure things out, give him some time to make this game work in his favor. But now the T95 is a 2-shot kill, and oh no, that shot has bounced off of the T95. Now that means he's still got to penetrate 2 more to get the victory, and the T95 only has to hit him once. But wait, there's a fire! Oh, that was so lucky. The T95 bounced off the T110E5 at the last second there. Somehow he survived that. That was amazing. And the T95 gets set on fire. That's so much luck there. That was so close to being a loss. I did not think that he was going to be able to pull that off. That was quite impressive. I bet you Mr. 22 here is quite proud of that one. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.